My name is Ethan Tran, and this is the story of how 18 years of loyalty turned into betrayal, and how I found my way back, not in spite of it, but because of it. You know that feeling, when people stop looking at you the same way, when meetings happen without you, when your voice doesn't matter anymore. I didn't think it would happen to me, but it did, slowly, quietly, and then all at once. I joined the company with nothing but a second-hand backpack and a head full of dreams. Back then, we were nobodies, just 4 people renting out the 3rd floor of a noisy coffee shop. Though my air smelled like burnt espresso and desperation. But I was happy. Because I believed we were building something real. I was the first software engineer. No tech stack, no documentation, no roadmap, just raw ambition. I worked 14 hours a day, slept on the office couch, ate instant noodles for weeks, and I loved it. I still remember the night we signed our first major client. The CEO, a guy I considered my friend back then, hugged me and said, "We couldn't have done it without you." I carried that moment for years. I thought, this is what loyalty looks like. This is how you build something that lasts. So I stayed. Through the long nights, through failed launches, through layoffs and pivots and bad coffee, I was there. And for a while, it paid off. Funding came in. We moved into a proper office, then a bigger one, then one with glass walls and designer chairs. People started wearing suits. We had catered lunches, wellness Wednesdays, but something changed. New hires didn't know my name. I stopped getting invited to planning sessions. At first, I told myself it was just part of growing up. But then I started hearing things like, "That approach is a bit old school, Ethan. Let's let the consultants take it from here." The same people who used to ask for my advice now acted like I was holding them back. I didn't push back. I just went back to my desk, put on my headphones, and kept building. Until one Monday. The new CEO and some shiny executive they brought in from outside called me into his office. He smiled in that rehearsed boardroom kind of way and said, "We appreciate your contributions, Ethan. But the EYE legacy system you built, it's not scalable for where we're headed." He handed me a stack of papers. That was it. No warning, no conversation, just out. I didn't fight. I just packed up, quietly, no goodbyes, no drama. I left the building like a ghost. At the time, I thought that was the end of the story. But 3 months later, 2:13 a.m., my phone rang. It was Josh, a junior engineer who used to work under me. He whispered like someone might be listening. "Ethan, I couldn't stay quiet anymore. They're still using your system. Almost unchanged. They just rebranded it. And those new consultants? They're the CEO's cousins. It was all a setup. You were pushed out, so they could take credit." I froze. I stayed up all night digging through old Git logs, compared the current production build with my archived versions. Same function names, same architecture, even a typo in a helper function I'd forgotten to fix and still there. They hadn't improved the system. They hadn't replaced it. They stole it and called it innovation. Worse, they told the world I was too stuck in the past, outdated, slow, irrelevant. Every job interview after that ended the same way. "We're looking for someone more current. Your skill set feels legacy." They didn't just take my code. They erased my story, my reputation, my career. I pitched new ideas, tried to launch a SaaS platform. Nothing gained traction. Funding dried up. Investors didn't trust someone with baggage. 6 months later, I sold my house. My wife and I moved back to her hometown, into the guest room of her parents' house. That was my rock bottom. I stopped touching code. I couldn't even look at a screen without feeling sick. Some days I just sat in silence, wondering if 18 years meant nothing. But one morning, something shifted. Not a lightning bolt. Just clarity. I remembered why I started, not for status, not for equity, but because I loved building, because I loved teaching, because I believed in the power of useful things. So I did the only thing I knew how to do. I I opened my laptop and started rewriting my system. From scratch, clean, lean. Open source, I didn't care about profit anymore. I just wanted it to help someone. Then I started recording videos, short tutorials, simple explanations, APIs, data structures, architecture design. I uploaded everything for free. No ads, no sponsors, and slowly, the messages came. Your repo helped me finish my thesis. Your class helped me land my first job. You made me believe coding was for people like me. Somehow my quiet comeback reached people I'd never met. Students from rural towns, single moms learning to code at night. People like me, who just needed someone to believe in them. Today I'm not a CTO. I don't run a company. But I've never felt more fulfilled, because when they pushed me out, they thought they'd erased me. But they only freed me, you. See, success doesn't always wear a suit, and impact doesn't need permission. No one can take away what's truly yours, as long as you don't give up your love for what you do. And me? I'm just getting started again.